The bird boy's big dog puzzled the girl's donkey, and that might just be the most mysterious sentence ever created in the English language, because all of these words have a origin that is unknown. And today we're gonna find one of those words, and that is the word dog. Stick around because there's another video in all of the English adventure. So the main word dog seemed to have just sprang into the English language like a spring coiled back. So that can be happening, can it? Oh, I mean, we don't just take words in from random parts willy nilly. I mean, they always have a source or a root. But if you check all of the European languages, you will not find a single word that is relatively similar to the word. Postscript Ornum here. There was actually an older language that did have an answer for our mystery, and that was the currently extinct language of Australia, the Mbarbaram. And that language had a word that was so like the word dog and had the same meaning that when the Westerners finally came into Australia and they finally started talking to the Barbaran people, they thought they had a serious miscommunication going on because they looked at all the European places and didn't even think that there was a word that would mean dog and sound like dog. So that was pretty neat. And then there was also the fact that the this just goes to show that how much culture can transcend. Like at this point, Britain and Australia are on opposite sides of the map. So yeah, that just goes to show how far civilization has advanced. We have Hund, yes, but that's more on the word of hound, which is a similar word to dog, but it's not similar in pronunciation, and we can't continue with that. The Old English word was hund, but that just doesn't match. And worst part is there are a multitude of words that have the same thing. For example, dog, hog, pig, stag, frog, and I could go on. There are a multitude of words like this. And you may notice that there's a little connection here. They're all words for animals. Yeah, you've probably noticed that by now. But also, all of them end in a G. That's very huge because when you look at the Middle English derivatives, you see that they're made with the GGE ending, and that is a crucial thing. As there's a theory, these may have been pet names like how we say doggy or birdie, but instead of that, they have the words g at the end. So they go dog or bird. So something like that. So the word is that this may have happened, and that's why the Middle English words dog eventually gave us the word dog. Now, other than that, there are actually no roots that actually give us any clue on how we can do in with the word dog. Even in the case that we got French, which in the 11th century, the whole Battle of Normandy, William the Conqueror taking over, and the whole French thing, you may say that may be the case, but not even that, because the old and new French word for dog is canis. So that can be the case. So for now, we only have one clue, and that is these pet names. And did you know that the current day dogs and the wolves actually started branching out 11,000 years later? Like the difference between a dog and a wolf started showing up 11,000 years later. And we learned that by scientists measuring a man's best friend craniums, which dates back to 5 centuries, to essentially get a grasp as to when this evolutionary misbranch actually started to happen. And that is fascinating. See you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.